Ukraine sharpens its pitch to Europe, Volodymyr Zelensky is no longer just asking for support. He's signaling ambition. Standing alongside Maia Sandu on the anniversary of the Chernobyl disaster, Zelensky drew a direct line between past catastrophe and present war, warning that Europe is once again facing a threat that demands unity. But in Moscow, that message has triggered an aggressive pushback.
All of us, all of Russia's neighbors and all Europeans should be as united as possible, acting in a coordinated manner, understanding our common interests, both security, economic and energy, and all others. What Russia is doing, the war, terror, and instability that Russia brings to other nations. This is a disaster no less than Chernobyl.
Zelensky framed Ukraine not just as a frontline state, but as a future pillar of European security. He pushed for deeper coordination on defense, infrastructure, and energy, while making it clear that Ukraine and Moldova are moving together toward the European Union. The signal from Kyiv is unmistakable. Ukraine doesn't just want support, it wants a central role in Europe's long-term security architecture. He went further, outlining a regional axis already taking shape. Ukraine backing Moldova on Transnistria, expanding cooperation with Romania, and building cross-border energy and logistics links. The argument is simple. The more integrated Ukraine becomes, the stronger Europe becomes. But that vision is exactly what Moscow is now moving to shut down. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergey Lavrov has hit back sharply, accusing Zelensky of trying to position Ukraine at the head of a new European military formation. Lavrov claims Zelensky believes Ukraine has the largest army in Europe and is ready to defend the continent, a claim Moscow sees as dangerous escalation.
Well, we have a fable, Ivan Andreevich Krylov's, Moscow and the Elephant, I believe it is called. I am also astonished, but despite all the facts that characterize this individual, he has of course made some decision for himself. He apparently wants to head the new European military formation that primarily the Germans and the British are trying to cobble together. He has publicly said, the European Union, Britain, Norway. He threw in Turkey for some reason. And at the head of all this military formation, he sees Ukraine. He openly says, we will defend everyone. We have the forces, the experience, the largest army in Europe for this. But I do not think this will end well.
The attack didn't stop at strategy. It turned personal and political. Lavrov accused Zelensky of being openly rude to Donald Trump and American negotiators, while also escalating his rhetoric against Ukraine's leadership and its European ambitions. At the same time, he suggested Washington may be focused elsewhere, pointing to tensions around the Strait of Hormuz and the need for quick resolutions.
Zelensky is being quite openly rude to the American side, to Trump and to the American negotiators. I think they hear it, but what matters to them? What matters to them is to devise some kind of resolution around the Strait of Hormuz as quickly as possible, and then likewise quickly come up with something on the Ukrainian grievance.
What's emerging is more than a war of territory. It's a clash over Europe's future. Zelensky is positioning Ukraine as a security anchor for the continent, invoking Chernobyl to underline the scale of the threat, while Moscow is working to discredit that vision and raise alarm over Kyiv's ambitions. Because this war is now about one question: who defines Europe's security order next?